back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. Let's go back out to the I Am Gifted Alexander Madison camp at Cal State San Bernardino to check in with San Bernardino High School head football coach Sean Collins. The Cardinals coming off a Mountain Valley League title last season. They've got a lot of players back, including their quarterback, Xavier Alvarez, and their entire starting offensive line. And you know, Coach Collins loves to run the football out there at Cardinal City. So we're going to hear from Coach Collins as well as every single starter on his O-line this season. We'll start with Coach Collins as he talks about this year's team and trying to defend his MVL title and make a deep run in the CIF playoffs. Here's Coach Collins.
We're joined here with San Bernardino High School head football coach Sean Collins. And Coach, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the season is literally right around the corner right now. I know, his teams do 7-on-7, do dead period as they get ready for that first week of football. What are the Cardinals up to this time of the year?
Well, right now we're on our dead period. So right now, most of our kids are here at this camp, so we're enjoying that and just getting that extra work in before we get after it when we come back after the 4th of July.
You know, of course you don't want them to get lazy and stagnant during the dead period, but do you also try to remind them, hey guys, rest, stay hydrated. It's finally getting hot here. It feels like summer now. What's kind of the message to your guys as you go through this?
Exactly what you said, like rest, hydrate, really get away from football a little bit, but also, do some stuff, but mostly just get some rest.
Last year you guys won the Mountain Valley League Championship. What do you think it's going to take to go back-to-back and do it again, and hopefully on top of that, make a deep run in the CIF playoffs?
Oh, man, not for nothing. It's going to take a lot of luck. No, you always have a little bit of luck when those things happen. And, our kids, they worked their butts off, and they were well deserving of that last year, what happened. Now we have to adjust with now having a target on our back and playing through that. So, we're going to take it one week at a time and just do what we do, man. It's not a secret what we do. We're just going to run the ball and play sound defense and hopefully be right there at the end.
Now, I know your quarterback is returning, Xavier Alvarez. I just found out your entire offensive line, and they're pretty big guys. They're all seniors, too, so you have some leadership and experience up front. Again, it's no secret what you guys are going to do, but it must feel pretty good knowing you should be pretty strong up front going into the season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Coach Williams, the guy that calls our offense, he does a great job with getting those guys ready to play each week. And Coach T, man, those guys, they go in the lab and they make things happen, and that's how we do it over there. So our guys will be ready to play.
Coach, just real quick, reflecting back on last season, you had some great skill guys, around Alvarez and of course, your offensive line. Do a little name dropping. Who are the guys that we're going to be talking about this season for the Cardinals?
Isaiah Lopez, he'll step in and he'll be one of our wingbacks, and a guy by the name of Henry Hernandez, he'll be another one. He'll step into that. It's our fullback, but technically it's a tailback, so he'll be replacing Kyron Crane. So he's got some pretty big shoes to fill. So, but we'll be okay. We'll be fine.
I don't know if I've actually asked you this, but was last year your first league title as a head coach?
Yes, it was my first league title as a head coach. So, yeah, man, I'm telling you, we did a lot of firsts last year. So it was a pretty big special year for us all the way around.
All right, that's Cardinals head coach Sean Collins here at the Alexander Madison I Am Gifted camp.
And it was great to catch up with Coach Collins out there at the Alexander Madison camp. And I was out there, I interviewed Xavier Alvarez, the starting quarterback, and we're going to have that interview coming up on a football year in review show that we're producing here at IEMG. But he said, hey, you got to talk to my offensive line. In fact, all 5 starters on the offensive line were out there at the Madison camp. So we had a chance to talk to them. All of them are returning. All of them are going to be seniors. So the Cardinals should be really strong up front this upcoming year. Here's the San Bernardino O-line.
Honestly, I think we have our team together. We just need to come back at it, be more of a family, be more connected. Last year, I kind of felt like, near playoffs, we kind of started drifting apart. But I feel like this year we're a little bit more connected, more of a bigger family, and I feel like we get it this year.
Of course, not being first round exits, getting closer. Because we're all seniors, so they got to do it themselves after we're gone. So they got to get closer as a team, and we're trying to bring them closer. Because that's what we do. We boost them around and stuff. Yeah.
Because the connection with all of our players is strong in our bond, and the way we play. I feel like we're gonna go far this season.
I think I think it's really important. I mean, the game don't run without the offense. You know, the line, it starts with the line. If we're all on point, I think it gives our secondaries a big chance to run through and, you know, hopefully make some touchdowns.
Definitely league, deep CIF, at least. We want to have at least all of our O-line first team all league this year. That's the goal. Make sure we really get our names out there, make sure we're known that we're the guys. Let them know.
And that was the San Bernardino starting offensive line out there at the Alexander Madison camp. When we come back here on Sports Weekly, more high school football as we get set to start the season in just a couple of weeks. We will hear from Ahmad and Assad Chapman, twin brothers at Cajon High School, trying to lead the Cowboys to another league title. That's coming up here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.